Hey everyone, I'd like to welcome you to the first ever official NEURS TV live webcast. My name is Abel Prieto. I'm the communications director for NEURS.com, and I'm excited to be on this webcast with you today. Today I'm actually honored to introduce the co-founder and CEO of NEURS, Frank Codina. For those of you who don't know Frank, I'd like to give you some background on him, since I have known him for about 18 years now. Frank actually started his entrepreneurial journey at the age of 19 when he was recruited right out of college to become a sales rep at a Fortune 500 company. And by 1993, at the age of 20, he actually became the youngest VP of the company at the time. He later on advanced to senior vice president with the company in 1999. That same year, Frank decided to move to Spain to become a co-founder of a new financial services startup that was created with the backing of Citigroup. By 2005, he returned to the US and started slowly transitioning into angel investing, where he discovered his passion for technology. It was that passion that led him to become the founder and general partner of NEURS Capital, an early seed investment firm focused on fast-growing technology ventures. It was at that point that Frank realized a need for the platform that we're going to introduce to you today and co-founded NEURS. Here we are, 1 week before our official pre-release launch. So it is with great pleasure that I introduce my friend and business partner, the CEO of NEURS, Frank Codina.
Hey guys, welcome once again to NEURS.com, and I just want to basically, on behalf of all of our teammates, want to welcome you to our website, want to welcome you to our first official webcast, and I just want to let everyone know the team behind NEURS.com is doing everything possible to do this, and we've done it in a short period of time. We actually got all the equipment in place, and if some of you, as you saw the beginning of this broadcast, saw a little bit of the organizational that takes behind this. There's a team behind this, okay, trying to put this together, and we're so thankful for that team. And I want to thank, first of all, you know, the technology behind the team. You're going to see the website, everything behind the technology of what we're doing, and Kevin Martin and his team is doing a phenomenal job. Also, you know, Rafael Leon and his team, they're putting together amazing things for marketing and doing a lot of stuff already on the social media platforms. And anyhow, so I'm just basically proud of our team, proud of all of our guys. Last Vito's here, my brother. He's actually, you know, running audio today, and we have some staff that is actually spread all over the world, really helping put this broadcast together. So let me go ahead, and I want to go to our PowerPoint, to our presentation, to our official presentation of NEURS, and show you guys what NEURS is all about, and basically why this is turning out to be what we believe now is an incredible opportunity for millions of people worldwide. So basically, we're going to start today by basically, you know, obviously introducing NEURS and letting you guys know that, you know, we're giving you a sneak preview today. This is not, you know, the full version of the site. We've got a lot of questions. A lot of people have asked us, hey, when are we going to know everything about NEURS, all the details? And that won't be today. Today, we're going to give you a sneak preview of this business project that obviously we've been working on for a long time. It's been more than 2 years, almost 3 years that we've been putting all of this together. And basically, over the last 6 months is really when it's kind of like scaled up to this point. But we're going to be announcing this to the world in 7 days. So on the 25th, officially, of January, we'll be launching this site live from FIU. And we believe it's going to be a game changer. We actually believe that the web is changing the world. As you know, the web and web technologies are changing everything about how we interact with companies. And you know, you have to basically look no further than 8 years ago, Groupon did not exist. And today, Groupon is a major force uniting the business world, uniting people that, you know, companies that are offering discounts, that want to get new customers, with customers that are looking for those discounts. You look at Facebook and the power it's had to unite over 1 billion people worldwide. And it's really amazing. You look at Career Builder or Pinterest or even Amazon.com uniting buyers and sellers on a global scale. You know, companies that really have surprised us as we looked at them recently, you know, Behance. You know, I was introduced to Behance a couple of years ago, and more than 3 years ago, and it blew me away for what it does, connecting the creative types of the world, connecting them, okay, with the employers and the people that are looking for those amazing, jobs, the high-end creative work, okay. Angie's List, obviously connecting all the, the handyman and the, all the people that do repairs, home repairs with people. That's an amazing platform. They've actually gone IPO recently, and even Etsy. You look at Etsy. To me, that's an amazing platform because 8 years ago, once again, did not exist. In 2006, it did not exist. And today, there's 20 million people buying and selling arts and crafts. And all Etsy did basically was put together a platform to unite two groups of people, buyers and sellers of arts and crafts and things of that nature. Okay, so the web is an absolutely transformational technology, as you all know, and it's a wonderful tool to connect people and businesses, isn't it? But who's connecting the entrepreneurial world? That's the question we asked ourselves, okay? Who's connecting the business world, the world of the entrepreneur? And so we couldn't find it. We went out and tried to find, that platform. I was on a mission to try to find that platform, and we couldn't find it. So we created ourselves. So we want to introduce you and welcome you once again to NEURS.com and its official first presentation. I also want to let you guys know a little bit about how this began, okay? And the story of NEURS.com began basically, about 3 years ago with a conversation I had with my brother. And my brother last, basically contacted me, started talking to me about meeting with me because he was graduating, had just graduated from college, and he wanted to know what he should do career-wise. And, more than career-wise, he wanted to be an entrepreneur. And, I sat down with him, and he basically told me that he did not want a job. He didn't think he could get a job. The way, the job market is for young people today is horrendous, as you know, worldwide, and the U.S. is no different. And so, Last, said, look, I want to be an entrepreneur, but I need your help. And at first I thought, well, you're just going to ask me for money. You probably already have the idea. You already know what you want to do. And now you're going to ask me for money. And that's not what he did. What he did basically was say to me, hey, help me find my ideal business. What's the right ideal business for me? And that I thought was a very unique, question, and I didn't know how to answer him, right? He said, well, the business world, all the opportunities, franchises, obviously direct selling type opportunities. Is there a platform, is there a business that's best for me, for my personality, for my needs? And I said, look, I'll help you find it, but what else do you need? And he said, look, I need connections. I need people that can help me. Basically, I need you to open up your contact database. Thousands of people. Why don't you help me get connected to the right people? Because I'm going to need that. That's something any entrepreneur needs. And then I said, okay, fine. So you need that too. What else do you need? And he said, well, I need capital. I'm going to need money. I figure eventually that will come. And so I said, look, I'm going to go ahead and find you that. There's got to be a technology somewhere. There's got to be a web page somewhere. There's got to be an app somewhere that already does that. I'm sure of it, okay? Because I'm a big believer in technology, and I believe everything probably already exists. You go out there, you think you have a brilliant idea, you go to the web, and somebody already did it. So I went out and tried to search this, and for a long time, I tried searching for this, and I couldn't find it. And that frustrated me, that I saw my brother, I saw the millions of people that he represented, and that I couldn't find an answer for him to tell him, look, go to this one page, and on this one web page, you're going to find all the business ideas and opportunities. In fact, there's a suggestion engine that's going to tell you which one is best for you. In this web page, you're also going to get connected with all the people you need to build your business. And in the same web page, you're going to find the platform to get your capital needs taken care of so you can start and grow your business. And I couldn't find that. What I found was a mess of web pages, thousands of web pages that sell franchises, that basically gather your information. All they want is your info, and they want to sell those leads up to the franchise companies. They have deals with those franchise companies. I found a web page, blog after blog, basically depicting, okay, what they thought was the top 10 network marketing opportunities. So of course, some guy that wrote it in, Minnesota or something, and I couldn't believe it. There wasn't a one place where people can go see the world of opportunities before them and their compatibility level with those opportunities, okay? So let me go back to PowerPoint and show you guys, okay, a little bit of what we came up with and what our answer is for the world, okay? So basically, next Saturday, the 25th, we're getting to now launch this officially, the web service. And really, we believe it's going to be something the world has never seen. It's one of a kind. That's one of the things I want you to know. People come to me all the time and they say, oh yeah, but that sounds like this. And I'm like, yeah, what do they do? And then, so of course they send me the link or they show me the webpage or whatever. And then we say, look, out of the 10 things that NEURS does, that one does 1 or 2, but not the 10. And then I show people that, and people are blown away by the amazing back power that what we built behind the scenes for NEURS, okay? The only goal and purpose of NEURS.com is to unite the entrepreneurial world. That's what we do. And we want to become the main point for aspiring entrepreneurs. That's a huge market that we're going to talk about, and providers of business opportunities and services worldwide. We want to become that one hub where basically the business world meets, okay? What's the need behind this? There's a tremendous needs behind NEURS. According to Fortune magazine, more than 66% of respondents to a recent survey said they had a desire to own their own business. 66% worldwide, okay? That's approximately 50 million people in the US. That's what we've done a lot of market research. We know who our market is, 50 million people, and over 400 million people worldwide. Now let me make a little note here. People said, are these people that are already doing businesses, that are already entrepreneurs? No, these are people, there's 400 million people worldwide searching online for what is my ideal business? What business should I start? They click on all kinds of apps and all kinds of pages. We've done a massive research on this to tell everyone, okay, that basically we know that there are millions of people that are not involved in any network marketing opportunity. Certainly they do not own a franchise. They don't even own a business today, and they're actively searching for their ideal business. Okay, and if you really want to test this out, go out and talk to 10 people and say to them, hey, have you ever thought about owning your own business, starting your own business? Find out what they're doing today, if they're involved if they're looking at a franchise, if they're involved in a network marketing, a multi-level or direct selling opportunity, or if they're even trying anything to start their own business. And you will find that most of them are not doing anything of those things. And those very few are. In the US, only 11 million people are involved in direct selling, for example. And so there's 50 million people actively looking for opportunities. That means that there's 40 million people in the US alone that are actively looking for opportunities, and they just don't know which is the right one for them. Okay, so the need is tremendous. We believe that, we have cracked the code. Why? Because imagine that there was a site, a website service, okay, that helped aspiring entrepreneurs find their ideal business. All the educational resources, by the way, that's part of the NEURS platform, is an educational platform that's going to teach people everything about starting a business from start to finish, and I will show you that in a second. Providers, obviously, all the providers they could ever need, and even the capital, all in one place, okay? So, but also imagine that the same site helped those providers, the providers we just talked about, that help them basically showcase their opportunity, whether it be their franchise opportunity, their direct selling or network opportunity, and basically even providers of business services. Imagine that these providers of business services find their ideal customers, okay? Those that are already looking for them, but it's all in one location. That's the power of what we're talking about. Well, this is not an idea. This is not something we're creating, that we're sort of like in the middle of creating, that we think we're going to launch. This is a fully developed, fully functional website with 2 patent pending processes on it, by the way, with thousands of people already interested in what it does. And by the way, our interest level, we have opened up this email, info@neuers.com, and we have literally gotten thousands of emails. So by any indication, by the way, we've gotten emails from over 30 countries now. By any indication of the need for this, okay, we believe, but we already have reached with our little message, with basically being viral, we have reached already hundreds of thousands of people worldwide with the name of NEURS and what it does, okay? And by the way, this is a fully functioning site. The only thing is that we're launching the site, and I want to be very clear about this. I want to basically explain to you all what we're doing, okay? We're doing what is called curiosity marketing. And curiosity marketing, okay, is nothing more than creating an expectation. It's basically what Apple has done for a long time. I think Steve Jobs was a genius, okay? And but a lot of other companies are doing it, okay? Apple's not the only one. In fact, they're not even the creator of it. Curiosity marketing has existed for a long time, and basically what it is nothing more than saying, look, we have a product, it's going to launch, but in order for it to be successful, in order for it to scale properly, it needs hundreds of thousands, perhaps even millions of people to participate. Or else, really, the platform is not very effective, because if there's few people, then it really can't work. So how do you do that? You do that by saying, look, we're going to launch this idea. It's already developed. It's already done. But what we're going to do is that we're going to do a little bit of a tease, okay? We're going to show you today a little bit of information. Tomorrow, we're going to show you a little bit more. Not tomorrow specifically, but I'm saying within a week, we'll show you more. And then another week, we'll show you more. Over the next 7 weeks, everything will be revealed. So a lot of people are asking me, hey, when are we going to know about, pricing for the entrepreneur account? How much do providers pay? How does the affiliate marketing program work? How does the site work? And how does this? And how does the technology work? Everything's going to be explained. Everything's going to be revealed, and you're going to love it. I promise you, the people that have seen it, the few people that are in our inner circle that have seen what we've done, have been blown away by it. So you're going to be blown away by it. And I'm telling you right now, we believe is going to revolutionize the entrepreneurial world, okay? And but it's all based on curiosity. By the time we get to that moment somewhere in March where we turn on the official site, which you will see working today, okay, then we're going to have the attention of millions of people, and thus the site's going to have the relevancy, it's going to have the power it needs to become something great. And that's what curiosity marketing is. So let me go back to PowerPoint and share with you guys a little bit more about what we do. So basically, you're going to join NEURS. Every one of you would join NEURS either as an entrepreneur. You could be an entrepreneur with us, okay? You could be a provider, okay? As a user, you could be a provider, or you could be a full access member. Who's a full access member? It's somebody who basically has entrepreneur and provider privileges. They have both, okay? Now, by the way, there's another figure here that I'll talk about briefly at the end, which is the affiliate. And the affiliate is someone that, and by the way, to answer some questions that I've gotten already, can somebody be an affiliate and not be an entrepreneur, not be a provider on the site, not even be a user of the site? Absolutely. We do have that option available, and some people will choose to do that. Some people will choose to actively participate in the site and also be affiliates. So you could be an entrepreneur, provider, and be an affiliate, or you could choose to be one of all these things that we're talking about, okay? So I think to really understand how the site works, we're going to show you basically how the entrepreneur account works. So first of all, the entrepreneur begins with the NEURS profile. What is the NEURS profile? It's basically a set of questions, specifically 70 questions that the user must answer, okay, before we suggest any business opportunities for them. So an entrepreneur logs onto the site. They got to go through all these 70 questions where it goes into expectations, skill sets, personality, even hobbies, suitability, and adaptability. What's the purpose of that? Is to take that information, run it through an algorithm, run it through our database of business ideas and opportunities, and we already have over 500 of them registered on the site with you'll see the full-blown profile in a second. And our algorithm is going to pick through a PCP score, an actual scoring mechanism, and show you which are the business concepts and business opportunities that are best suited for that user. So now I'm actually going to show you the website. Let me actually log on to the website. I'm going to show you a demo of how it actually works and show you exactly how to log in. So let me go ahead and put in my email over here. Okay, so let me put that. Let me put in the password. Okay, so I'm putting in the password for my account, and I'm going to log in. And invalid credential, well, that's not good. Maybe I put the caps lock. Let's try it again. Okay, well, something went wrong. 1 second, guys. This is what happens when you're live. Okay, so if somebody says, "Oh, they recorded this," well, we didn't record it. We're actually live, and here we are. So now we're inside the actual web page. Okay, and basically here in the landing page, as you can see, is all of our latest information. It's basically what we're going to have, conferences, NEURS TV, webinars. It's actually going to be a dashboard also with the stuff that's relevant to you. On the right, as you will see over here, you're going to see basically notifications. You can turn them off about upcoming webinars and training events, about posts or offers that you have or not made to the community, and even your profile picture, which I have not updated on this side of the site. But anyways, as you can see, this is the landing page. I'm going to take you now to the NEURS profile. This is the actual profile that somebody filled out, and actually I filled it out with my information, with my hobbies, with my interest, okay? And then we're going to go directly to my businesses. I want to show you how this works. So my businesses are all the businesses that the website says I have a high compatibility with, okay? And again, the first one, it's a business that I've never even heard of before, because as we started to work with these databases, I did some of the work and then we passed it on to Las and his team. And this one has the highest rating for me, 148.84, 87. And just to give you an idea what the profile looks like, this is Performa. Performa is a franchise. When I actually read the description of it, blew me away why it had a compatibility with me. The system did that. I did not do that. It's not a manual process. And basically it told me that basically it's a company, it's a technology company, it's a company that offers services to entrepreneurs. So I absolutely felt compatible. By the way, I'm the only person that's seen it and the only one person that likes it, which is me, okay? It has basically tells me the investment field. It gives me a video and I can watch the video. Basically target market, I can see who we're targeting as a customer, income potential, training, where to begin, okay, and all the information. I could actually even make comments or ask questions if the business is already linked into an account, so I can actually already get connected with this business, okay? So that was very interesting because that's what the system does, is basically connect you with the opportunities, the business ideas and opportunities that are best suited for you. Number 2 on the list was Action Coach, okay? And I did not know what Action Coach did either, by the way, but when I saw it, once again, I liked it because it absolutely coincided with, with my view of entrepreneurship and what it does and how it helps people. And basically, there's a video, again, target market, income potential, and everything. So basically, this is the first thing that an entrepreneur would do. An entrepreneur will come to the site, and one of the first things that it would do, they would actually go through all of their business ideas and opportunities, try to figure out which is the right one for them, and all that kind of stuff. Also, an entrepreneur will be able to go to the connections platform and basically post an offer. Okay, excuse me, a request. Entrepreneurs can post requests to the community. Basically, what's the request? Well, let's say if I'm an entrepreneur, I already found the ideal business, okay, the one that I'm most compatible with. But I want to know now who can help me get this business started. I can put a post about that. Or if I need help starting my company, I need to put together my LLC or incorporate somewhere or whatever, I can do that. If I need legal help, if I need, a post could be, a request could be anything that you could be desiring. You can actually say what type of post offer you're trying to do, what industry you're targeting specifically with your offer, the audience, who's your audience for this post, and then even location. I could say, for example, all of the world or Africa or Asia or Europe. In this case, I've chosen North America because of my user account. All locations, I can actually choose, for example, Alabama, and even more important, I can choose down to Birmingham, and then upload files. I can upload basically, PowerPoints and PDFs and anything related to my request to explain to the other party what I'm interested in, and then create. What's basically going to get generated is it's a post that actually is searchable in the connections database. Okay, so somebody can search offers and requests. But more importantly, what we're creating now, what's basically behind the scenes, once the post and offer starts to flow through our system, you're going to see a very interesting mechanism by which we're going to link automatically and intelligently link offers and requests. So this is about uniting the entrepreneurial world, and we're going to do it in a way, again, I'm not going to be able to share everything with you today on purpose. We're going to share maybe 25 to 40% of what the site is. Everything is going to be revealed in the next 7 to 8 weeks. There's a lot of information we're going to hold back a little bit on, but I promise you it's going to be worth it, because as we get closer, you're going to see how this website will launch an entrepreneurial revolution. All right. So what's another thing that an entrepreneur can do? Well, an entrepreneur can also go to webinars. By the way, we're kind of retitling webinars. We're going to be calling them online courses. But basically, they're online courses. And an entrepreneur can search the webinars that are available right now, obviously. They can be registered for webinars and see which one's the ones they're registered for, which are the ones they've already attended and stuff like that. But an entrepreneur is also going to be able to basically join webinars that are created by providers on the other side of the platform. So if somebody joins as a provider and actually creates a webinar, something that an entrepreneur will not be able to do, only providers can create webinars. If they create a webinar and they post their webinar, which I'm going to show you in a second how it works, okay? Basically, a student or an entrepreneur can actually register for your webinar if they're interested in your content, see what you have to offer, see your explanation, see your free information, and then you have an automatic connection between the entrepreneur and the provider on the site. I'll show you the connections platform in a second. And all of a sudden, that provider found the right market and that person found the right answers for what they're searching for. So let me show you real quickly how a provider creates a webinar. Basically, they click on Create Webinar. Once again, they put the title, they put the description, they say the date they want their their class to be done online, the date, all that kind of stuff, duration. In this case, I happen to be a provider on the site as a NEURS University faculty. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Basically, my intended audience, my target industry, again, target location. I can put up all my videos, upload my slides, upload even files, PDF files, images, all that kind of stuff that I want to do and create. When I do that, this webinar is going to be now posted, available and searchable on the website. But also, this business suggestion engine is going to go now and try to suggest to you the webinars and the posts like we talked about and the offers that are best suited for you. So now we're going to start automatically creating connections, which is what this site is all about. So basically, that's the creation of the webinar, what a provider does. But there's another party that can create webinars on NEURS.com, and that is the NEURS University faculty, as you can see. So what we have done is we went out and we created basically a webinar platform, okay, not just for the providers of the site. We also want to basically bring forth great value, great education to all of our students, to all of our entrepreneurs that want to learn more, that want more basically interactive training about everything related to entrepreneurship. So basically, we've created about 50 courses. Okay, we now have translated, by the way, to English and Spanish about 16 of them, and we're working on even more. They're great courses. They're on basically how to incorporate your business. A lot of people have questions about that. Should I incorporate in my state or Delaware or Nevada? Which is the best way to do that? What about a tax ID? Simple questions. Amazing how much people need that. Okay, what about marketing help? We've created videos and trainings, and again, NEURS University classes with workbooks and everything, with exercises even. Okay, we went really high level with this. We have some of the best people working behind the scenes on this to basically instruct people on how to basically create their business plan, how to market their website, how to do their accounting, how. All the hows that you can imagine are going to be on this NEURS University platform. That's part of the great value we want to bring forth. Now, we don't want to compete in any way with our provider content. We believe providers are going to bring very unique set of content and resources. Some of it's going to be, business coaching. Some of it's going to be motivational. Some of it's going to be attracting people to a specific opportunity. That'll be a franchise or a network marketing opportunity or whatever, or direct selling opportunity. But our content is going to be there because we want the entrepreneur account to have value from day one. And it will have value from day one, and people will see that value immediately, okay? So now I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint. Let me go back to PowerPoint to show you guys basically what this site is about. What basically NEURS.com is all about is about once all these connections happen, okay, we want to help the people get connections. It's about connections, about creating as many connections as possible. So we're creating connections in a bi-directional way, okay, as you will see now, okay. Basically, the connections platform is about entrepreneurs connecting with providers. It's about providers connecting with entrepreneurs, and about suggestions, even suggestions that the website will make to get you to the point where you have the purple connections, as you can see, are the ones done through business ideas and through webinars, okay? The yellow ones are through posts and offers of providers, okay? And the green ones is all obviously offers through lending offers or capital offers, investment offers, and that sort of thing. Somebody asked me, is crowdfunding going to be part of this site? Well, we're not going to be a crowdfunding site ourselves. We're not going to be registered as such. We're not going to do that. But we are going to be the link between a lot of users and crowdfunding platforms. So you will see more about that in the future, okay? So it's going to be a lot of fun as we unveil a lot of that part of our site in the weeks and months to come, okay? So basically, it's all about connections. Now, again, I already walked you through what a provider can do. A provider can create his or her provider profile, as you can see here. Once the provider profile is created, basically that user now basically has his or her profile exposed to the community. So instead of the like the entrepreneur goes in and he or she completes a 70 question questionnaire, well, the provider doesn't do that. Provider tells us what he or she does, okay? And once that provider profile is created, that provider can then turn around and say, okay, now wait for somebody to contact me. I can wait for somebody to search for me as a provider, or even for the site to suggest to me a connection. But I can also post an offer. Let me get active. Let me get proactive here. Post an offer. For example, a nutritional coach can say, well, I'm offering this type of weight loss plan for entrepreneurs. I'm offering this type of opportunity. Or somebody that offers, for example, a discount on incorporation or a discount on logo making or whatever it could be, right? That's all designed for entrepreneurs. You can post an offer and once again get connected to a whole bunch of other entrepreneurs, okay? That's another thing you could do. Or again, providers can create a webinar on the site like we just talked about, create a course online. And what's the purpose of creating that course? Is that people will see what you do, see the value that you bring to the table, will register for the course. And once they're registered for the course, NEURS automatically connects you with the people that are looking for you. That's what's exciting about this, okay? But let me tell you the final part of what basically a provider can do. What a provider can do also is a provider can go on purpose and search entrepreneur profiles. Now, let me be very clear. The provider will not know specifics of you. In other words, they're not going to know your personal information. And by the way, they're not going to know how you filled out the profile. They're going to know basically from the profile a few things that we have picked out, about 35 different items that we felt are really important for search purposes, okay? For a provider to identify the ideal candidate that they're searching for. So imagine that you're a provider of a specific franchise and you need people specifically in an area of the country. So you will go to the search mechanism and search entrepreneurs. You will put in a zip code. You will put in the distance within the zip code. Geocoding was going to actually give you a circular, basically a roundabout area, right, where those entrepreneurs are at. And then you can go to the profile and you can actually say, I want somebody who's interested in franchises, who is maybe even of this age group, okay? There's age groups involved, okay? It's a lot like Facebook in that sense, where you can actually say, I want this, 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 and this, and now only the people that meet your criteria show up. And now, of course, you can click on that button that says connect, and once you do that, guess what you've done? You created that connection by you sending them a profile, a proposal, excuse me, where you put in your PDF, you explain specifically why you want to connect with them, and now you are connected in this meeting room, okay? By the way, anyone at any one point can always click the disconnect button, and if they do that, they're now disconnected, okay? That person can not talk to you ever again. You cannot do that unless you accept them through another proposal, okay? But in this meeting room, in this virtual private meeting room, you can exchange information, you can upload files, you can talk about it. And by the way, down the road in the future, right now we're not going to do this, but down the road, we've even created the possibilities of payments to be transacted. So if you bought a service from a provider, it's going to be a lot like, for example, using something like Elance or using Guru.com or using any of these platforms that combines offers and requests from providers and people. So we lost sound for some reason, guys. I apologize for that. I think we lost sound for a second, but it's back up now. So anyhow, this is basically what the Connections platform is all about, okay? So why do we believe this is going to change everything? Well, we believe that very soon after we launch this platform, because of the impact globally that it will have, okay, it will be covered on business news channels like Bloomberg TV and CNBC. It's going to be buzzing all over social media. We believe that all your friends and colleagues will be talking about it. And this is a lot of what we've been saying in the video, and that's already beginning to happen. We're already beginning to get media requests. People are calling us. People are asking us for interviews and to answer more questions. It's really amazing how it's really just taken a hold. And social media, of course, is just skyrocketing right now. So I believe that you have been given a really rare opportunity to witness and to profit from the birth of this company before anyone else does. If you're watching this webcast today, you're in a privileged situation, okay? And you'll understand why in just a second, okay? So who are the people behind NEURS.com? I'd like to talk about our team a little bit right now. We built a very unique, world-class team of entrepreneurs and business leaders that I think will be the envy of most business startups today. Okay, behind the scenes, there are a number of people that we're not going to disclose at this time, okay? But come the 25th, you're going to hear a lot about other teammates that we have. But some that we could talk about right now, number one is, Kevin Martin and his technology team. You're going to hear about him from FIU next Saturday, okay? He's going to be speaking there live. People say, how come we haven't met this guy? Well, we haven't met him because he's been busy like you cannot believe. He literally, and I'm not joking you, he slept in the office last night. This is going to become part of the legend of Kevin Martin, okay, of putting together everything that we're doing, okay. We just have an amazing team. We have people all over the world, by the way, working on this technology locally and worldwide that he's going to be introducing next Saturday. Also, we have people like, Dennis, which we're going to talk about in a second, but Dennis is, I believe, is flying between Malta and London. He shared with me a photo of a London meeting that's being done with, I saw champagne bottles and all kinds of stuff, and there's people gearing up in a big time way all over the world. So you're going to hear about him. You're going to hear about, Abel, and you're going to hear about Ralph, and you're going to hear about Las, and you're going to hear about, all the other people, Kijan Demas, who's right now in Mexico and doing all these conferences, and really he is incredibly fired up about our opportunity. Just got an email from him. And so anyhow, you're going to hear about all of our teammates. I probably missed somebody, but Arturo, who's helped us out tremendously with, TV production and all the stuff that we've done, and so many others. I just don't want to miss anybody. Today we had a crew here in our office, and you're going to hear more about this team in the weeks to come. But one of our key advisors that we can disclose at this point that I didn't mention so far is Arunas Ivanasquez, who's watching us live from California. He's in Mountain View, California. He lives in Mountain View. He is in obviously the California area, and he actually recently just left Google. He had been at Google for over 2 years. He was early in the game. He was a software architect with our firm, with our company, with NEURS, and he did a phenomenal job for us in the beginning. And then from there, basically, Google came and hired him away from us. And he's been with them for a while, but now basically he has resigned, and now he's one step closer. He's now doing something that he had to do with another startup, but he is advising us. He's helping us in every which way imaginable. He's part of our newest team, our advisor team, and now he's on his way back to Florida to meet with our team. And by the way, people say, where's your team? Where's your offices? We saw you have an address in California. Well, that's our mailing address, by the way. That gets forwarded to our team, as needed, okay, different departments. But we do have people in California, and we do have offices all over the world. We have offices in Canada. We have offices in, Europe. We have offices, and obviously here in Florida. And but our offices are all kind of like basically no one can access them. The reason being is we have our team full go right now, and we don't want people coming through our office and saying hello and distracting all of our members. Eventually, we'll change that to our official One World headquarters that we have planned for the next 2 months to come up. So another key leader that we can disclose at this time, obviously, is Dr. Dennis Cavier, a world-renowned business and leader and consultant. Has written over 10 books on business and self-development. An incredible international leader, okay, in the business world, has been seen by millions of people worldwide, 40 plus countries that he's visited. And he's also actually the co-author of the ABCs of Making Money. Him and Alan wrote that book a long time ago, and that book became an international bestseller. And basically, recently, by the way, Dennis and I got together and we decided that to do this launch, to really help the marketing of the site, we were going to do do a book, okay, a book to market the site. It's called Start Now Book, excuse me. And by the way, there's a website for it, startnowbook.com. I always get that wrong. I've said Start Book Now before, so it's startnowbook.com. Let me make that sure that's clear, okay? And by the way, the books are in, okay? I have the first copy of Start Now right in my hands. The boxes came in. We have pallets come in. And they're now sleeping safely in the penthouse in our building, and they're going to be ready to be sold live. I'm going to talk about that again. Let me go back to PowerPoint. And they're going to be sold live on site on the 25th. Okay, next Saturday, this book will be available, and it won't be released to the public. Understand, until mid-March. That's when it's going to go to stores. That's when it's going to be available for sale on the website. Okay. But we believe Start Now is going to be a must-read for anyone that wants to be in business for themselves, for anyone that has a passion for starting a business, that wants to see what NEURS is all about, but really is going to be required reading for anyone that's interested in getting involved with our project. We believe that because it's going to be a fundamental book that's going to walk you inside the world of NEURS.com. All right. So on January 25th, what's going to happen? This is what this meeting is about, setting up January 25th for you to have an explosion happen, okay, worldwide. You're going to learn more about how the site works on January the 25th. We're going to show you and walk you through some of the technologies involved in the setup. I think people are interested in that, and we're going to cover that. You're going to learn everything about what we're doing. You're going to learn our steps and this and that, and basically all of our marketing processes. But more importantly, you're going to learn how to profit from this hot tech startup, okay? And that's really what I want to make sure you understand, that this is an incredible opportunity to market something that's hot right now. Tech is hot, obviously, and selling a tech startup right now is going to be the easiest thing because people are watching TV, people are seeing what's going on in the tech industry. They know that there's unemployment in the U.S., there's unemployment worldwide, but Silicon Valley has no unemployment. They're looking for more people. They can't hire people fast enough. And where wealth is being generated right now is in the apps and the website business and all of these things that are popping up and basically taking over commerce even worldwide, okay? That's what's going to happen on the 25th. What's extremely cool about this launch is that you're going to have a rare chance to be a founding member of one of the hottest tech startups, we believe, in 2014. You're going to have a chance to be a founding member. We have allocated 1,000 founding member accounts that we'll talk about on the 25th for every country that we go to. And by the way, people ask me, how many countries is NEURS going to be in? That depends on you. That depends on how wide and how deep your reach goes to help us get to the markets and to the people that need our services as quickly as possible. So we believe we're going to very quickly be in 10 to 20 markets within a few months. Okay, I'm talking about officially supporting the language, officially supporting the currency, officially supporting all of the content on the site. And I think within a few years, we're going to be worldwide. We're going to be basically, it's going to be an international site, providing our services worldwide, okay? I believe what's really cool about this launch is that the company was going to offer a patent pending service, okay, that 66% of the population needs and desires, but doesn't exist yet, and that you will be part of a unique affiliate marketing package that has the potential to put thousands of dollars, perhaps even hundreds of thousands of dollars in your pockets over the next 90 days if you participate in this launch and help us with our marketing efforts, okay? I'm going to talk about more about that as we close here at the end, okay? So what's extremely cool, though, I think, about this is that at the heart of this, at the heart of NEURS.com is entrepreneurship, but real entrepreneurship. See, we're not talking about startup entrepreneurship. We're not talking about just the tech start. This is not a site about helping people that are looking for their technology ventures find funding. Although it could be for those people, it's not just for those people. It's for the common man and woman who wants to start not the tech startup. They don't have to have a brilliant idea of their own to start a business. People that just want to start something, that want to do something, just don't know what to do. They don't know what's the right business for them. They don't have the right training. They don't have the right education to start it. They don't know how to do it. They don't have access to people, to connections, to providers, to people that can help, to coaches and mentors, etc. And more importantly, obviously, they don't have the capital. So we're going to have answers for those people. This is about really, truly helping people find, build, and profit from their ideal business. And I think the book is going to help us with that mission. So once again, I want to thank Dr. Dennis Cavier and his help and his support and everything he's done to make this reality, to make this website a reality. Okay. So the best thing about this launch, in our opinion, is that no one outside our inner circle, absolutely no one has heard about this yet. And you're going to be the first. And you'll have the first mover's advantage to capitalize on the marketing effort before the world knows about it. Literally, I believe the first few days after the 25th, the world will know who we are. Okay. So some event information. Let's talk about what's going to happen next Saturday, the 25th. Obviously, we're going to begin sharply at 2 p.m. at our live location. So I want to make sure we're clear. This is for those of you, very few that have gotten an invitation to be at the live location. Okay, if you got one of those, you're in a privileged group of people, a very small group of people, because we're launching it live from Florida International University, the Graham Center Pit and Auditorium. For those of you who know, it's G140. We're going to send out a map and instructions how to get there. But you need to be there by 2 p.m. We're going to have some snacks and drinks. By the way, we're doing energy drinks, so there's no alcoholic drinks, nothing like that. We're a web startup, so we don't do that kind of thing. And it's from 2 to 3. At 3 o'clock, we're going to have the official launch presentation, live presentation that will be recorded and that will be on our blog, hopefully that same afternoon or later on the next day. By 4 o'clock, the meeting will be over, and then the site will be launched. Now, what's going to be happening to all of you who are going to be basically at home? You can't make it to South Florida. You can't make it to this event. Well, we have made arrangements for that. We will also be broadcasting a pre-recorded presentation of the same message we're giving on the 25th, okay, in English and in Spanish via this same channel, NEURS.tv, at 3 p.m. You're going to notice the difference. There's going to be a streaming channel in English and one in Spanish. You're going to need to understand the difference. You're going to have to be able to click one or the other to watch either the English version or the Spanish version, but it will be pre-recorded and broadcasted live at 3 o'clock, and it's designed to end specifically at 4. So at 4 o'clock, it will end, and that's it. At that point, invitations are now going to be accepted on a worldwide basis, okay? What you need to bring, if you're coming to the actual physical event, you need to bring a Wi-Fi connected device, preferably a laptop, by the way. By the way, people have asked us, have you guys working on your app, on your iPhone or Android app? And yeah, we've had, developers look into that kind of stuff, but there's a lot of our technology, okay, that we're finishing up over the next 7 to 8 weeks to put together basically how the users interact with each other and all that kind of stuff, the fine little things. And as that's being developed, we're going to wait to develop the app later. So this is a web-based company first and foremost, and then we're going to go ahead, and by the way, our website is accessible through any mobile phone. You can log in, you can get in, all the services. We tested it. It's not optimal. It's not an app that's simple and it's very easy to do, but it's good enough and it works. We've tested it. It works on Android. It works on iPad. It works on iPhone, and it works. Okay. We will provide you, by the way, on site with Wi-Fi access for you to be able to connect and for you to be able to send invitations right from FIU. Okay, so how is the process going to work? I'm going to spend the last 5 minutes here telling you how the process works. We've got a lot of questions about this. So step one, you're going to accept your invitation. On the 25th, you're going to receive an email invitation to joinneurs.com. By the way, invitations could only be sent through NEURS.com. No one can send somebody else an invitation. No one can register anyone for NEURS outside of NEURS.com, outside of our platform. So just be aware of that. There's no such thing as an official registration outside of NEURS.com. So again, on the 25th, you receive your invitation to join NEURS.com. You need to go to the webpage and accept your invitation. Now, by the way, even if you have not received your invitation, if the person that's inviting you to NEURS.com calls you or tells you or texts you, hey, I already invited you, as long as they can go into their logged in platform and they can see your name and they can see a countdown, there's going to be a 24-hour countdown next to your name. As long as they can see that, that means the invitation went out. If for some reason the invitation went to spam, if for some reason you didn't get it, whatever the reason may be, as long as the same email that they gave us or the same phone number for US, Puerto Rico, and Canada, if the same information was given, is entered into the have you been accepted section, then the system is going to know that you've been invited. You don't have to have the email. You don't have to click on a link on the email. There's no such thing. We're not using those outdated technologies. This is the latest, simplest way to have people accept our invitation, okay? By the way, there'll be a video. It's always going to be a video. And right now, we just upgraded our video. We went from YouTube, we went to Vimeo. So now the videos are going to be more professional, more HD quality. They're not going to have a lot of those extra links at the end of the video with other videos that are not related to NEURS. So we switched from YouTube. Now we're going to go to Vimeo, and all of our videos will be going through Vimeo starting basically in the next few days. We're starting with the upfront video. So those of you who would like to know more, go to the NEURS.com homepage, and right before accepting the invitation, they should watch the video. They don't have to watch the video, but they should. Once they accept the invitation, step 2 basically is a second video, a video that no one has seen. Outside of our inner circle, our executive team, no one has seen video number 2. It's 9 minutes long, so it's a little bit of a video. It's 9 minutes. It explains a lot, okay, in detail. And it's a fun video. It's, again, music. It's live, and we have it in English, Spanish for Latin America, and Spanish for Spain. So we made the differentiation, okay? And so, by the way, people have asked me, when are we going to add other languages? So it's real simple. We decided that NEURS is going to be a bilingual site, and we're going to start with English and Spanish. But we want to basically be in every language. We want to be worldwide as soon as possible. So we are going to be basically adding languages very quickly. Portuguese is already in the works, okay? And as soon as we see, just 100 or a couple hundred users that their preferred language is Portuguese, because we're going to notice by country, okay? We're going to go ahead and activate the Portuguese language. Then as we see other users join through either English or Spanish or whatever, we're going to add, again, more languages to the site. But people will be able to watch this 9-minute video. The 9-minute video, by the way, if it doesn't open or whatever, you see where it says how it works right next to import. They'll be able to click on how it works, and then they'll be able to always watch the video there. It's always going to be there right below invitations, okay? So the next step is for them to send invitations. So they watch the video. They're now getting ready to send invitations. You will be given 6 slots to send 6 invitations to 6 people. That's what you'll be giving right off the bat, okay? You can do them individually. You can type their first name, last name, email, their language, English and Spanish at the beginning, okay, and send the invite, okay? When we do that, okay, basically, and you send out the 6 invites, people then have to complete that invite. They have to accept the invitation. Once they accept the invitation, you will see that they accepted it because it will say completed. Okay, the ones that are pending, as you will see, they will have a number, and that number will be counting down. When 24 hours are done, that invitation is closed, and that person cannot join anymore. That invitation is revoked, okay? So there's a 24-hour window. If not, that person is no longer invited, okay? So they'll have to do that. Once 6 people accept your invitations, we open up 24 more invites, a total of 30. And now we're going to go 30 by 30. In other words, every single time 30 people accept your invitation, we'll open up 30 more, and we'll open up 30 more. That's how the system works, by the way. And somebody asked me, what if the 6th person hasn't accepted the invite? Does that mean I don't get any more? No, you don't. So one thing you could do is you can close the invitation. You can erase the invitation, okay? You can say, I no longer want that person to be invited. You can always delete them even before the 24 hours expires, and that way you can resend that invitation to somebody else. You can always do that, okay? So as soon as 6 is completed, again, we open up 24 more. When 30 are completed, we open up 30 more. Now, some of our affiliate partners, and we've gotten a lot of great affiliate input here, and some of them said, look, we have a lot of people that we want to invite to this. Could we just import our list, and we promised to give you a good list and all that kind of stuff. So we said, okay, look, we'll do that. We're going to go ahead and let you import from Gmail, Live, from Yahoo, okay? We're also going to have Hotmail, by the way, has been added to the list now, and Outlook.com has been added to that list. So you can import from those providers, okay? And once you do, you can import all of your contact list if you so choose, okay? Just be careful you don't do thousands and thousands, because the page might take a long time to download and to open, and that may cause your invites to get delayed. So I'll advise you to bring in maybe 100 or 200 or 300. We tested as much as 200 at a time, and it works, okay? So again, try to be careful with this. Now, at the same time, let me warn everyone, especially our affiliate teams worldwide. We do not want to send out invitations to 10,000 people on day one. You'll be able to do that. You'll be able to send invitations to a lot of people, but just, take it easy with it. We're going to be monitoring, okay, the invitation process. And if we see spamming going on, if we see, bounce backs coming on, if we see that you're not cleaning up your database of emails, you're sending them to random people, we're not going to allow that. And we have a system that we're going to block those users for 24 hours. So you'll be blocked from using the site for 24 hours if we see that. And we've got measures to do that. So again, we want to warn everyone not to do crazy stuff, okay? So what's going to happen after that? Well, once those you invite accept their invitation, they will in turn be able to send out invitations to other people, and so on and so forth. And you'll be able to track the amazing progress of of your entire reach, what we call the reach, okay, on the back end of our website. And that's incredibly exciting, okay? It's exciting. So basically, what do you really need to do now? This is what you need to do now. You need to get ready. You need to get your list ready, okay? You will need a digital list of the key people you want to introduce to this project, that you want to hear and witness the birth of NEURS.com next Saturday if this idea resonates with you. This list will be ideally a readily accessible digital format. It could even be a Word document with first name, last name, an email or phone number. Again, the phone numbers are only for the US, Canada, and Puerto Rico to send out a text message. It doesn't work in any other country. But the emails work, of course, for every country. So you should be ready to have a list ready of all your top 20 or your top 30, your top 100 people that you want to let know about this. By the way, who could they be? They could be other affiliate leaders. They could be basically people that could be interested in the entrepreneur account, or people that could be interested in the provider account. So just think about everyone that could be interested in what NEURS does, okay? A service provider, opportunity provider. Be ready to import your contact list, again, through Gmail, Yahoo Live, Outlook, Outlook.com, address book. Import them in. Once you import them in, the 6 rule doesn't matter, the 24 rules don't matter. We allow you to send as many people as you want, okay? It's only when you do individually that rule is in place, okay? And then really what you really need to do now is really be ready to take action. See, we believe the word about this launch is going to spread quickly, very fast, and you need to stake your claim early and quickly, okay? That's what we believe you need to do. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to tell you the story real quick. The story of Adam D'Angelo to close this meeting. And a lot of you have never heard of Adam D'Angelo. And it's really amazing how the things that are going on out there, people just don't know, right? He is right now, currently, I believe he is the founder and CTO of Quora. It's an question and answer system online. Really interesting, very brainy operation they're running over there. But basically, it's another startup that's doing really well. But just so if you don't know the Adam D'Angelo story, he was a programmer at Facebook early on in the game when really no one knew what Facebook is. And by the way, there's always a start to everything. And, I want you to know that NEURS, wants to be not the Facebook. We want to be something bigger and better. We want to be the LinkedIn. We want to be something, gigantic of that magnitude for the entrepreneurial world. Okay. But at the beginnings are the beginning. The beginnings are humble. The beginnings are, crazy sometimes. The beginning have all kinds of problems and issues, and we're going to have to all go through that together. And that's what's fun about this at the same time. So he actually got 0.08 stock in the company for being the early CTO of the company, for helping Mark basically launch the site, okay? But even at less than 1%, Adam still, in his 20s still, right, is worth approximately $600 million. He's been named recently to the Forbes 30 under 30. These are the top 30 entrepreneurs under 30 years that are doing amazing things worldwide. And he's worth, close to $1 billion. Okay, that's the potential of getting in early. Now, let me be very clear. We're not saying that you're going to be the next Adam D'Angelo, okay? We're not saying that in any way. But many of you do have the potential to earn a few hundred to a few $1,000s in the next few months, doing nothing more than referring people to the site that can use our service, okay? Some of you, we believe, are going to experience a 6-figure payday even in the next 90 days because of the amazing impact you have, because of the contact levels you have, because of the type of providers and entrepreneurs and affiliates that you can bring on board our team. So that kind of impact is possible, okay? And I believe many of you, literally thousands and thousands of you, will receive ongoing residual income month after month simply for participating in the launch with us, for your efforts during the next 45 to 60, 90 days. That's going to be it, okay? And you'll receive a residual check. People say, why are you going to receive this residual check? Oh, because look, every user, we're being very transparent here. Every user in our site, okay, is going to pay something. Entrepreneurs will pay something. Providers are going to pay something, okay? Why? Because this is a real product that people need, and we've already done the test market, and we know we're going to be low pricing this stuff. Trust me, this is not going to be some expensive thing. No, this is going to be properly priced for everyone. But there's money that we're willing to pay out instead of paying out Yahoo, Bing, and Google to do our search for us, or to pay obviously advertising and put TV ads or whatever. We're going to pay out money to the people that really get us to the basically the biggest reach possible in the next 60 to 90 days. So that's what's really exciting about this. And what we really are saying here, and as I like to close, is that this is a big idea. This is a huge idea. The next $1 billion, the next big idea, basically whose time has come, okay? And that's what we're saying. We're saying that you're going to have a rare opportunity to be in the ground floor of the pre-release stage of that big idea, okay? So with that being said, let me just encourage you all to get excited, get focused about our 25th launch. It's going to be live once again at 3 p.m. Eastern Time US, okay? We're going to obviously be at FIU starting at 2 p.m. with all of our teammates, and we're going to be doing the presentation there live again that we're going to be recording, but the one on the webcast is going to start at 3 p.m. and I'll encourage you to have as many people there. And just so you know, some of you may receive invitations before 4 from NEURS, okay? It is entirely possible. Our system, the way we're going to do it is some of our key leaders are going to be receiving invitations before 4, but they won't be able to accept it until after 4. That's because a lot of us are going to be involved, obviously, in the launch, in the live launch, and we can't now be sending invitations ourselves. So we're going to be pre-sending them before we even start at 2 p.m. So you're going to get the email, but you won't be able to register. That's going to be locked in and not available until 4 p.m. This is a very important piece of information that you need to make sure those that you invite know. Okay, just be aware of that. Okay, and finally, again, live on the site, we're going to have the books. Start Now, Find, Build, and Profit from Your Ideal Business. It will be available for sale at the premises. You should come ready to perhaps get a copy. They're only going to be available during that time period. We want to make sure we get books in front of basically the people that can then turn around and explain the book to others and even give them to others and help us with the marketing. It's going to be a phenomenal book. This is a book that we believe is going to really help people. And so we encourage you to now plug into the 25th. And once again, we want to thank you for coming on board, for being part of this broadcast, and for helping us now with the launch of NEURS.com in 2014.